Hello guys, we're back out here in the hay field. As you can see behind me, I've got the field raked up, a little bit of it, not all the field. I'm going to test out the new Farm-Maxx 330 net wrap baler. The Farm-Maxx balers are made by Redlands, that's the manufacturer. I've got the covers off here, opened up so that you can see what it looks like. These balers have a lot more moving parts and electronics compared to the 330 twine wraps. The 330 twine wraps are fully mechanical. The 330 net wraps do have electronics. There is a circuit board. There's several sensors on there. This baler here is fully automatic. So what that means is when you turn your PTO on and you start going, it will alarm you, just like the 330 twine. It will alarm you when the bale starts wrapping. You mash the clutch in, stop the tractor, let it wrap. It'll automatically wrap. It'll automatically open, automatically close, and you can go again without touching anything. It has fully automatic mode. You can also use it in manual mode if you'd like. There's a lot more of a learning curve with the net wrap baler. That's what I'm going to figure out today, is that learning curve, because of the electronics and making sure everything's in sync. The purpose of this video today, and the purpose of me doing this today, is to let you know how the baler works, any issues I find with it, any troubleshooting things, so that when you or someone you know purchases one, I've got an idea of any issues you run into and can hopefully help solve those. All right, guys, quick overview. This is our electronic controls. You see we have power on and off. That's the light for your buzzard. Here you have automatic mode, manual mode, and net wrap engage. This is a layers button. That's kind of different settings for your wrap. And then this is the actuator to move it forward, reverse, and in the home position. And then your green button is if you want to open the gate manually. All right, guys, here it is. I've got the doors open. We are on the right side of the machine. As you can see, your net wrap goes right here in the center. It is very important that that net wrap is lined up in the center of the chamber. If it is too far to the left or too far to the right, it will not work correctly. Also, you can see down here, again, this baler is fully self-contained, which means once you turn your PTO on, the baler has self-contained hydraulics. This is your hydraulic tank right here, and when you turn the baler on, the hydraulic pump begins to work, and those hydraulics is what operates your rear tailgate. It does have, I'm not going to take this back cover off, it does, you see that tank right here? It has self-oiling chains, so you can turn the pitcock valve on, and you see all these series of hoses. Here's one right here that will come and drip chain lube on all your chains, so it has an automatic self-luber. Does have a few grease fittings on some of the bearings here, there, not very many. Walk around to the back, you see the baler. At the back of it, you see the bale kicker. There's your hydraulic cylinder on top. You can turn the valve on and off if you need to open it and work on a roller. And then you've got your adjustment here for the rate of speed of your rear gate. All right, moving to the left side. This is where most of your electronics are, most of your sensors. So we have, first here is our net wrap actuator. Very important, and we're going to go over this in detail later, but it is currently sitting in the home position, right in front of the sensor. This is where it needs to sit until the bale chamber gets full. When that drops, that is what initiates, this right here will drop straight down, this will go down, and that is what initiates your net wrap to start wrapping. As you can see here, you have your locks for the back door. They should be free. You got your baler pickup, your throat pickup down here. Very, very simple balers. Same concept as any larger baler. But we're going to get started, and we're going to see how it works today. And hopefully you'll like it so much that you'll want to put it under your shed so that you can bale with it. So I'm going to crank it up and do a walk around, and then we're going to get started in the field. All right, guys, the baler is running. I'm going to try to talk as loud as I can so that you can see it, but we're going to do a walk around here. We're on the left side of the baler. It's not that loud. It has a good quiet noise to it. Not a lot of banging or clanging going on. One good feature about these balers, you have a lever right here that you can stand back here and open the rear tailgate. That's exactly how it's supposed to operate. Whenever it opens up slow. And then when it's let go, you may say, man, that's slamming. You want it to slam. You want it to slam to the point where those back rear latches will latch correctly. If you don't get that little bit of slam, those latches don't latch. You will have problems when it comes to tying that knit. Alright, so we're going to get started. We're going to get in the field here and see what happens. Hey guys, got done baling, got done testing the Farm-Maxx 330 knit wrap baler, and as you can see behind me, it did a beautiful job. I didn't do much of this field. I finished it out with 4x5 baler, but I did about 50 bales here. I didn't have any trouble at all as far as the baler's fault go. I did choke it up one time, but that was my fault. So performed well. You can see that is a beautiful bale, tight. I want to say it weighs 35-40 pounds. That can be adjusted a little bit. You can make the density a little tighter, but overall it's a really good bale, really tight bale. You could throw this bale all day long, in barns, out of barns, on trailers, off trailers, and you don't have to worry about it busting up. Good tight bale, beats the square bale.